Hey everyone, welcome back to TwitchCon 2016, day 3. We're still rocking it here on the stage. Still so much content to see and another awesome game here. I'm joined again by New Blood and Dave and obviously Rachel here on the sofa.
Hey.
And we're checking out, thank you for coming back. And we're checking out a game I'm super excited to see, and we're seeing it for the first time here on the stream.
It's DUSK.
It's DUSK, and it's an old school FPS
It is
classic
retro
kind of game.
FPS. You know, we wear our inspirations on our sleeve. You know, we're obviously inspired by Quake, Hexen, Heretic, Redneck Rampage.
Wow, just all those names just flinging.
You know, Doom, obviously. They're all in there. Blood, of course. So it's, you know, it's the most retro. It looks like Quake, it feels like Quake, and people have been really stoked on it. So I'm stoked to play it for the first time live, even though I've got this danky microphone.
You know what? We took you back in time to the era of Doom and Quake.
Yes.
Nice.
True. Yeah. If I had one of those old IBM keyboards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. So good.
The hair wound around the.
I'll make do with this K70 though. So I mean, people know, you know, trailers out there. People know about the game already. So I'm just gonna jump into the demo level.
Cool.
And it's gonna go from 0 to 100 real quick.
No room for respite, straight to the kill.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you were not kidding.
Oh yeah, no, it's 0 to 100 real quick. These guys are coming at me, but luckily I'm a ballerina. I can stick and move, stick and move, stick and move.
And you're already seeing that classic kind of FPS mechanic.
Oh yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
The twitch reflex, the using the line of sight, the movement, the strafing.
Yeah, I'm just going around them. They can't catch me. Hup, hup. What you got? What you got?
So,
oh, you big slow dummies.
There seems to be a pretty big story here.
So I woke up, you know, on a meat hook, kind of like Cabin in the Woods style. Oh, hey, we got a secret. Oh, we already got the double barrel shotgun. There's no reloading, but you can spin your weapons.
Oh, well,
Why
that's
not?
neat.
Because it's fun, and you could slide and spin and slide
Ooh, that's
and
cool.
spin. Yeah, I'll show you more about that slide mechanic in a bit, but let's keep going because I want to get through this level. Nah, ain't got
This
time
is
for
so
you.
satisfying.
It
It's
is.
so
I don't
nice
got
to see a
time
game
for
like
you.
this.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for none of you.
And yeah, obviously, you know, this classic kind of gaming. How hard is it to make a classic game in the modern mechanics?
In Unity, you know, it's funny. People, you know, been coming up to us. They're like, "Is this a Quake mod? Is this, you know, is this built in, you know, id Tech?" And I'm like, "No, this is Unity, and we're working really hard to make it look this old." Unity keeps trying to make the game look better, and we're like, "No, stop that." You know, the goal for DUSK is for we got KKK wizards coming at us.
Oh no.
Get him, get him.
And slide and flip.
That's that slide you're talking about.
Love the slide. The slide mechanic's really cool. When I get outside, I'll show you a little bit. And obviously, you know, we got secrets, we got colored keys and doors. Need the red key, you know. So we're big on our campaign. We're gonna have a full campaign with 3 episodes, you know, all handcrafted level design. And we're still really early, but we're already having like a lot of fun just building these levels. 3 distinct episodes. First one's gonna be like real like Cabin in the Woods. You know, farmlands and like kind of stuff like this. Second episode's gonna be like kind of like Black Mesa.
Wow.
You know. Oh, let me get that rifle.
Woo.
Now we're outside.
I just love this. Is like all payoff, no waiting time.
Yeah, and
no
there's also
slow walking.
Yeah, and what's cool is there's infighting. So you'll see they'll start fighting each other, like in Doom. They get mad at each other.
Yeah.
They hit each other, and they'll start fighting each other.
And obviously you mentioned the single player campaign. There's also going to be an endless mode.
There's an endless mode, and we're doing arena-style multiplayer. Because I mean, how could you do a game like this without arena-style multiplayer? And you know, after you shoot someone, you got to flip the rifle and do a little flip.
Nice.
And we're moving, and I'm faster than everyone, and I'm bunny hopping, and I'm strafe jumping, and that's a scarecrow. Let's see what he's got to say. Oh, it's a scarecrow with a shotgun.
Yeah, so we saw, I mean, you mentioned strafe jumping, you're talking about the slide. What are our movement options here? And are there, you know, did you go for some of those hacky,
absolutely,
buggy, super jumps?
You know, rocket jumping, strafe jumping, bunny hopping, it's all in the game already. Oh, that happened quickly. Oh, and I think the crossbow's in here. There we go.
Yeah.
And the crossbow. People have noticed the crossbow bolts look like something, and we didn't see it until we put out the trailer.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but
ooh, that was a good one. And the crossbow is actually really cool. It goes through walls because it's like, I don't know, magical.
That's fair.
So let's keep going through the level, and everything in the game is like breakable, and you can interact with it. You can pick stuff up. You can throw it around, and that'll be fun when we get to the house where we're coming up to next. The house with flushable toilets, which every FPS should have.
Oh, those little details in the old school FPS were so resonant. It's so good to see that kind of echoed here.
Yeah.
So what are some of your, I mean, you mentioned like the big inspirations here, but of those inspirations, the most important things you wanted to include?
That movement and that feel from Quake 1, absolutely, all day. Just, you know, I remember when I first started working on this game, the dude making it, David Szymanski, who had only ever made like horror-style walking simulators before that, he's like, I want to make a Quake-style game. And he sent me a build, which was basically, it was a room with some stuff in it, and he already had the movement and the feel down. So it was just like, I was like, I need this in my life. This looks like Quake, this feels like Quake. And if you want, we can actually make it look, get out of here with your KKK robes. Oh, the single shotgun is my favorite.
Yeah, I was like, can you turn on Warsaw, or it's just like all?
Absolutely. And I love this shotgun because we had a regular single shotgun, and then our composer, Andrew, who you might know from Brutal Doom and Rise of the Triad, you know, the metal god, Andrew Hulsholt, he's like, can we make it reload like Arnold when he's in T2 on the bike? And she's like,
oh, this is so satisfying every time.
And let's do this. Let's type in IDKFA. And now we have every weapon.
All right, don't you forget the IDDQD.
Yeah, all the Doom cheats work in the game so far. And the only thing better than one shotgun is two shotguns. I already got all the guys in here. Oh, geez.
Oh my, he's got the chainsaw.
I really love the aesthetics, and obviously, you're in this house, and you've definitely pared it down to make it, say you're having to make it look bad.
Oh yeah. Watch this though. I'm gonna make it look worse. Check this out. So we've got low res mode.
Yeah.
I can make the game look so old. It literally looks like software rendering Quake 1.
That is absolutely beautiful.
And people love it. And wait. You can flush the toilet. And
you flush the skull.
You could flush anything down the toilet. You put the book on the toilet. You know what? I don't like that book. I'm done reading it. And this bar of soap is actually the most powerful weapon in the game. You can take it, and if I can find someone to throw it at, I'll just throw it out the window. So I think I've got the key. So now we're in like Quake 1 software rendering mode, and it kind of gives the game like not only a look, but like a really cool feel.
It does.
You know, it kind of it starts to feel like, one of those classic games.
I'm actually gonna have to look away while you play the rest of it.
It's so like
my eyes.
You've mentioned like Rise of the Triad. You've mentioned all these old school games. You're looking at people who used to play on like a P90 PC.
Yeah.
Like remember trying to get Quake to run on Duke Nukem, and it's so evocative. I'm sure there's people Craig-gasming and nerd-gasming all over the place now.
People, when we put out the trailer, people have been losing their minds, and it's really cool to see because there's a lot of these old school shooters coming out right now. And there's something for everyone. It's awesome. And we're stoked.
We got that key.
Yeah, so I got the red key now. There's actually a secret here, and I'm going to turn the graphics back up. Limit colors off, bilinear filtering on, bloom on, flares on. Ooh, now it's almost so pretty. And we're actually working to make it, we're still early. We want it at dusk at its best to look like a really awesome Quake 1 source port, and at its worst to look like old school software rendering Quake. So that's, what we're looking at with the graphics. Because some people have been like, the game looks old. I'm like, it's kind of on purpose, man. And there's also lots of secrets, of course,
nice.
Old school style.
Wow.
And it's coming out next year is the plan.
Yeah, it'll be out next year. And I'm going to get to the end of the level real quick by sliding. So if you have any momentum and you crouch, you'll do like a little slide. And the sword. If you have full health, the sword works like the Master Sword, and you can...
Oh, zap. Boop. And how many weapons are we looking at overall in the game?
I think 10 total so far.
Nice, like a proper old school game. You've got that range of weapons. Everyone's slightly different.
Absolutely. Let's get some other weapons going here. Get to the end. Oh, the mortar.
Oh, that Quake filled.
Every sound is so satisfying.
Yeah, you gotta have the old. You gotta have rocket jumping, and you gotta have a grenade launcher to do it with.
And we're not even really talked about the sound design, which is something that's so evocative again of that kind of genre, and something that so gets you really into the game.
Yeah, absolutely. IDKFA one more time. There's a boss fight down here, and then we're at the end of the level.
And will it have like a high score, like speed kind of thing?
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
Trying to complete the level as soon as possible.
We're stoked for people to start speedrunning this.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to this boss fight right here. It's the Duke brothers.
Oh, they're spooky.
Get wrecked.
Awesome.
All right, well, as you
we
finish
did
this
it.
up, what are the most important things for us to know about this game going forward? When are we going to get it? What can we play it on? And can I have it now, please?
You're going to get it next year when it's ready. It's going to be on PC, obviously. Get your frame rates high and your temperatures low because Dusk is coming next year, and we're stoked on it.
I'm going to dig out my pre-built gateway for this.
I cannot wait. These kind of games are just right up my alley.
Yeah, and
thank you for sharing us.
Yeah, no, we're just so happy with the response it's gotten, and now people can actually see what it, they're like, oh, does it actually look and feel like it does in the trailer? Yes, it looks like Quake, it plays like Quake, and all your favorites. It's inspired by all those games, and come join the Steam forums. The Steam page is up now. Come wishlist it, join the forums, help us make this game. We're making it right now. We're working on the campaign right now. Come give us suggestions about how you want the weapons to be, how you want the the levels to be, kind of features you want, and we'll take your feedback. We can get that in the game. Make this game with us. Help us make it the best game from the 90s that was never released in the 90s.
Awesome. We can't say any more. Do what the man says and go check out DUSK. It looks so incredible. And thank you again, everyone, for joining us here at TwitchCon 2016. We've still got loads of content left on day 3. Don't go changing. Just keep it right here.